From its humble beginning in the AMP lab at UC Berkeley in 2009, Spark has traveled a long way to become one of the leading open source data processing tools used across multiple industries for big data workloads. And the three important factors that are driving its popularity are: number one, fast data processing. Because of its in-memory computation, Spark is very fast when compared to other big data technologies like MapReduce. Number two, multiple packages. Spark is very much developer friendly and provides multiple built-in packages for complex and time-consuming tasks such as machine learning, graph data processing, and streaming data analytics. Number three, multiple language support. So here is the important thing. Spark is not a programming language but just a distributed data processing framework that supports binding to popular languages for data analysis like Python, R, as well as more enterprise friendly Java and Scala. Apache Spark allows everyone from developer to data scientist to harness its power using these programming languages. As part of this tutorial, I am going to show you how to write Spark programs using PySpark. Now what is PySpark? As I just mentioned, that Spark has bindings with multiple programming languages, and one such binding is PySpark. In more technical terms, PySpark is a Python API for Spark. It allows developers to write Spark application using well-known Python API. In order to write Spark application using PySpark, we have to have some infrastructure in place, and there are three primary ways using which we can set up this infrastructure. Number one, using public cloud providers. Public cloud providers such as AWS, Azure, and GCP lets you set up Spark infrastructure online just by using any popular browser. These cloud providers let you spin up your Spark cluster in a few clicks and you will be charged as per the usage. Number two, using Docker. You can get pre-built PySpark Docker images on the internet from repositories like Docker Hub. You can download these images into your local environment and start using it instantaneously. But this approach has its own challenges, like you should have prior knowledge of Docker and Docker should be pre-installed. Number three, using local machine. In this approach, we will install PySpark and other supporting software in our local Windows machine and execute the Spark programs. This is one of the easiest approach for beginners who want to learn PySpark, and in this tutorial I am going to show you how to install PySpark in your local machine in a step-by-step fashion. So are you ready for some Spark? Let's start. Step 1. Installing Python. As I mentioned previously, PySpark is a Python API for Spark. From this statement, it is evident that the first thing you have to install in order to run a PySpark program is Python. As part of this tutorial, I am going to use Python 3.0 or later version. In order to verify whether the Python is already installed in your system, go to command prompt and type python --version. And if it gives output something like Python and the version which is later than 3.0, then you are good. You don't have to do anything and go to step 2 directly. But if Python is not installed already, you have to download it. And in order to download it, go to python.org and download the latest available version of the Python. So as of now it is Python 3.10. Just click on the download button, which will download the latest version of the Python. So once it is downloaded, you can go and double click on the exe in order to install the Python in your local system. To check whether the Python is successfully installed in your local system, go back to command prompt and issue the same command, that is python dash dash version. And if you can see Python and the associated version, so it is confirmed that Python is successfully installed in your system. Step 2. Installing JDK or Java Development Kit. So why we have to install Java to run Spark program? This is because Spark has written in a programming language called Scala, and that runs on top of JVM or Java Virtual Machine. So we should have Java in our local machine in order to run Spark program. Now, in order to download Java, go to any browser and search for JDK 11. This is because the Spark version that we will be installing subsequently is based on Java 11. Now open the Oracle website link from the search results, and in the web page identify the Windows installer that is suitable for your Windows machine. So my Windows machine is a 64-bit machine, so here I am going to download 64-bit version of JDK 11. So click on the exe in order to download it. It will take some time to download. It's done now. Once it is downloaded, double click on the exe to start the installation process. So by default, Java will be installed in a default location called C program file Java JDK. But the space in the directory name program files would create problems later. So that is why here I am replacing this default location with C:JDK. So click on OK button and next click on next button. So it will ask a few additional details. Just keep them to their default values and finally your installation will be completed. Okay, now we have successfully installed JDK. Now the step 3 is installing Apache Spark. To install Apache Spark, go to browser and type in spark.apache.org/download.html and Spark site will be open. From that site, download the latest available Spark package. So at the time of recording this video, the release available was Spark 3.2.1. Just download the file. If you see this file extension is .tzz or tar file. So we generally will not have any utility to unzip this file in Windows machine. So for that purpose, you have to install softwares like 7-zip or WinRAR. Okay. Now click on this file to download it. So another page will be open. From that, using any available download link, just download that file. So the tar file will be downloaded shortly. Okay, here the file has been downloaded. Now the next step is to unzip. Just right click on the file and here I am using 7-zip software to unzip and select unzip or extract. So the file has been unzipped successfully. So there is one more tar file inside the unzipped folder. So we have to unzip again, select extract here again. So the file content will be unzipped. Okay, the folder has been unzipped successfully. Now open the folder. Now we can see so many subfolders in this. So copy all these folders and paste it in C:/Spark folder. If this folder is not already existing, just create that and copy all the contents that I just mentioned here. Okay, now we have successfully installed Apache Spark 2. Now the fourth or the last but one step is installing Winutils. To install Winutils, go to browser and type in the highlighted GitHub link. So don't worry about all these links. These links are already given in the description section. Okay, now in the web page you can see the download button. Just click on the download button to download winutils.exe. Once it is downloaded, copy the file and paste it in a highlighted location. That is, under C drive, create a folder called winutil, and inside that create another folder called bin and copy the winutil.exe there. Once the file is successfully copied, go back to command prompt and enter command cd c:\winutils bin, enter, and then type in command winutils.exe space chmod space 777 space /tmp/hive. Okay, so with this we have successfully installed winutil.exe also. Now the last step is going to be creating environment variables. Now to create environment variables, click on Start button and search for environment variables and select Edit Environment Variable window. In that window, click on Environment Variable button. So here we are going to create 4 new environment variables. The first one is hadoop_home and set the value to c:\winutils. And the second one is java_home and set its value to c:\jdk. The third one is PySpark_python and set its value to Python. And the fourth one is Spark_home and set its value to c:\spark. Once all the 4 variables are created, select path variable and click on edit button. So here, if already Java and Spark paths are mentioned, try to update it with the required path. So here I have installed Java in c:\jdk, so I am just replacing it with c:\jdk/bin. And similarly, check whether the Spark and other paths are mentioned properly and click on OK. Okay, now the last step is also completed and the installation is finished. Now let's check whether our PySpark is working or not. To check, go to command prompt window and type in PySpark and press enter. And after few movements, you can see Spark logo as shown in this command prompt. So this indicates the successful installation of PySpark in your local Windows machine. Congratulations! You have now successfully installed Apache Spark in your local system and your environment is now ready to run Spark programs. So in next episode, we are going to learn about Spark architecture and Spark features. For more such interesting videos, stay tuned to my channel DataShastra. This is Suman Kumar signing off.